Hello guys and girls, it's me again, Aaron Lee. You like me? You better like me, and you better like my videos. Please give me more views, comments, likes, favorites, whatever it is. Just do it, guys. Come on, I'm getting sad about this. Chop chop. Sorry, I gotta read another Pixel Legends article. And the name of the article is GOTY 2012 Game of the Year 2012 Matt Spec Ops The Line. Spec Ops The Line. I have this game too. My friend Brian helped me beat Spec Ops The Line. He liked it. He thought it was a good game. I thought it was alright. Okay. It was pretty cool. I'm glad I beat it. Since Ricardo decided to write about... this is by Ricardo. Matt. Published on January 14th, 2013 by Matt. Since Ricardo decided to write about my personal Game of the Year pick, The Walking Dead. I'm going to write about my runner-up for 2012. Another game that did an amazing job with its story, choices, and brutal player revelations. Spec Ops The Line. Upon first glance, Spec Ops appears to be nothing more than a very generic third-person military shooter set in the Middle East. After a late first act turn, however, the game proceeds to flip what you expected on your head, or instead takes you on a slow, spiraling descent down a dark road to madness. Without spoiling as much as I already have, it's safe to assume that things to do not go well for Captain Walker and company. Spec Ops story not only addresses themes such as the horrors of war and post-traumatic stress disorder, but also is a direct statement on war games, player agency, and those who seek entertainment out of virtual violence. It is a picture right here with Captain Walker holding his arms out. So look it up in rain, in a military jacket. And there's little words that say To kill yourself is murder. To kill for your government is heroic. To kill for entertainment is harmless. It's got like clouds too. And a loading wheel in the corner, in the right corner. He's got a black shirt on underneath the green jacket. Throughout the game, players are presented with choices. Throughout the game, players are presented with choices that do have consequences in the main story. But when it comes down to the most important moments of the story, there is no choice. If you play the game, you will do horrible things to proceed, and the game will take note of that. It might seem unfair for a game to ask you to do something and then say you're a bad person for doing it, but in a world when we've become accustomed to being the player character who can save the day and do anything, no matter what. Spec Ops tells you sometimes you can't control everything. According to the lead writer for the game, in a series of interviews, Walt Williams, the player, does have a choice. He or she can stop playing the game. No, another loading picture right here. With a tower and birds flying in it, and a black guy's in the picture too. With cuts and bruises on his face. And there's a little writing right here. On the picture. There's a little black on the bottom. And so is the other one. And a black bottom too. And blood on the side right there. On the left side. If you were a better person, you wouldn't be here. Again, the idea seems totally alien, contradictory, and perhaps even non-essential. At the end of the day, Spec Ops perhaps does not have an opinion itself, but is simply asking the questions. Why do we get enjoyment out of virtual violence? It is okay for us as a society to glorify war and grisly deaths, the way modern war games often do. Does the player always have to be able to save the day and make whatever choice they want? Spec Ops, the line is by no means a perfect game. In fact, the gameplay itself would probably be described as bland. It's perfectly competent third-person shooter with some vehicle sequences thrown in. thrown in. The game flew under MIDI. The game flew under MIDI a radar prior to release for not showing off anything that seemed interesting. But the only way it could have shown anything that was interesting would be to spoil its story. To spoil its story. The game relies on shock to convey its message. One could argue how effective some of those moments are, but for the most part, I was genuinely moved by the game and its characters. Seeing how the Delta Force team slowly falls apart is incredible. Even small details like having their characters reloading and other shouts grow more desperate and unhinged as the game progresses, create a sense of insanity. But the end of the game, even the loading screens are calling you out. How many Americans have you killed today? To say picture down here. And I also says in the picture, this is all your fault. Spec Ops works better as a conversation piece, a work of criticism than a game. That's why it's number 2 on my personal list. But the questions it asks are those that need to be asked. With recent events, people outside our world are asking questions about violence in video games. While I don't believe video games cause real world violence, there is still room to examine why we view these forms of media as entertainment, and take a hard look at some of the potential problems this entertainment industry has. Knee-jerk reactions and angry shouting at those who disagree won't help our case. As for Spec Ops, it's a shame it didn't quite get the attention it deserves for pointing out some of these things. While there was a brief zeitgeist following the game's release. Discussion on some of its larger themes seems to have dried up. Hopefully, other games in the future can pick up that torch and continue to view these important subjects in a not announced way. While Spec Ops, the line may not have been my game of the year, it rides a close second. While it represents, it's perhaps more important than what it actually is. No comment on this video. That was Matt's second game of the year. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was a good article for you. Give me lots of views on this video. And I'll bring you more videos. Even though you don't like them, I'll still bring them. So, in my opinion, I beat this game. I'm glad I beat it. It was done. It was pretty good. I like the war type of games. I have lots of war games, so yeah. I like them. Video games don't bother me. They're fun and entertaining. That's how I see them. Some people don't see them that way, but I do. So, and so check out my Star Trek The Game Part 1 walkthrough video. I'll probably bring you more in the future. Whenever I see my cousin Josh, he'll do another one. So be ready. And my mom's friend here. My mom has a friend here, Jeanette. So yeah, I try to do the video as best as I can. They kind of chat a lot though, but yeah, that's good. And I'm doing good too. And my friend Brian Thompson didn't answer his text. So what's up with that? With that guy? Doesn't he love me? Because I'm an awesome guy, you know? I'm really awesome. And please rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, view, opinions, and thoughts. I hope you like it and enjoy it for your viewing pleasure. Guys and girls. I gotta go now. I think my dad is here. So I gotta go now. Bye.